Say your name.
Don't look at the camera, too.
Coach
Do
Walker,
whatever you want.
West Virginia.
Coach Walker, West Virginia.
Where the fuck have you been? How did you almost miss media day?
Because I was playing basketball. That's
Oh,
what I
so you're
said.
not completely dedicated to football?
No.
Are you completely dedicated to Natasha McDonald?
I didn't know the time of media day.
So,
you never
how
specified
long-
that.
So how long before you get kicked out of the dynasty again?
I'd say about 2 weeks.
Is rumor true?
In
that
real time or dynasty time?
Real time.
Okay, so like half a season.
Is rumor true that you won't be able to play for the next 3 weeks because of a mishap at your house, your home? Possible.
That is false.
Grounded.
Are you allowed to
wouldn't
play
all
during
play during
weekdays?
Yes.
You better be,
I
or
think
else
so, yeah.
you will be kicked out.
We'll
What's
have to have your assistant coach, Coach Clark, to come take over.
Alright, fuck this guy.
Coach Walker, over here.
Yeah.
What's the outlook for the team this year?
Hopefully bright. I'm gonna have to deal with a few 3-stars, but
Can you? Who's
Coach
your?
Coach Walker. How is you and your family settling into Morgantown?
it's good.
Some say it's a piece of crap and it's a shithole. How do you describe it?
No, it's a nice town.
So who's gonna have the best season for your team this year? Do you not know your players? Why did you decide to go to West Virginia? Do you have any loyalty, Coach Walker?
Will you pull a Drew Beard and just leave after the year?
No, I will not pull Drew Brees.
Coach Walker, over
Yeah.
here. Who's gonna be your star player, your go-to guy this year?
My quarterback, whatever his name is.
You don't know your quarterback.
No, I don't know the quarterback's name.
What kind of coach are you?
There's rumors that you don't respond to text messages. Is this true?
No, this is
Coach Walker,
Do you know how to
completely
text
false.
message?
Yes, I know how to text
Coach
message.
Walker, if the number one recruit in the nation texts you and Natasha McDonald texts you at the same time, who do you respond to first?
No comment.
Is the dynasty
Is that
above
all?
everything else in your life right now?
Yes.
But you were playing
But I was
basketball.
playing
when we
basketball
needed you.
before you told me when media day was. That was not my fault.
You know,
So you're with Natasha McDonald,
No,
correct?
I was not.
Coach Walker, over here.
What?
What do you think of Natasha McDonald's boobies?
I'm done.
Would you describe him as fly or
Coach
poppin'?
Walker!
Coach Walker, why do you ruin media day?
This is Assistant Coach Clark.
So how many weeks until you take over, Coach?
Well, I mean, I'm just going to do my role for as long as necessary. I mean, when he needs to step down for whatever reason, be with family, focus on academics, because we stress academics at West Virginia. How can I can't be? But, I'm just ready to take the position. I've been studying under this, more under the Coach Nick Nasty and Coach Schoolcraft, watching their game strategies, just picking apart their brains, and I just feel that I'll be ready. And
So since you're at West Virginia, how do you feel about Natasha McDonald?
she's the love of my life. I mean,
She's fine and she's pretty.
exactly.
How do you feel about the nose issue?
She's pretty.
What did you say, sir, with the gold chain?
How do you feel about the nose issue?
The nose issue?
Yes.
I didn't realize she had a nose. I've never looked at her face. There's always been better things to look at.
Coach Clark, what offense are you going to be applying? They historically run the spread option, but what is your tactics?
I'm not a big fan of the spread option. I just feel it's a trend, but I think just a good old-fashioned I or the ace, that can just really just shut people down. I just like pounding it down people's throats. That's just truly what they can't. If you can't stop the run, you're not going to stop the ball game. If that makes any sense, which it doesn't. You're not going to get that all-important W if you...
So Coach Clark, how much money do you think Coach Walker wasted on an Xbox?
Well, because he can't bargain because he gets directions from somebody else that he texts, and he can't text because he sends the person he's trying to bargain with to text him what to do. Coach is actually texting Natasha McDonald,
Coach Clark,
way too much money.
where did Caleb go? He just left.
I don't know. He's kind of a shady guy. goes to his house, I don't even know where it is, like out in the middle of nowhere, by himself.
Does he go to his house with Natasha McDonald?
I think more just a photo of Natasha that he just carries around with him ever. I think he might have like a shrine set up in his like closet or something. I don't know.
I heard a rumor that he was taking pictures of her in stats class. Is this rumor correct?
But my sources have told me he just sits there in that seat right across from her and just pulls out his phone just real sneakily and just. Oh, yeah,
Coach Clark, it's also rumored that as soon as he took those pictures, he had to go to the bathroom. What can you make of that?
He only went to the bathroom for 13 seconds, so I don't know what he did. Unless he's Michael Lassine, but. Next question.
Coach Clark.
Coach Clark. So, Coach Beard earlier today said that he thinks that Texas is the best place to live in the world. I've heard that Morgantown is one of the best places to live in the world. What are your opinions on it?
Well,
He said Morgantown was
Coach Drew Beard doesn't know what he's talking about, so I don't know. I love Morgantown. I love it with all my life. You know, I've never lived any other place, so you know, I don't know what to say. I've never lived in Texas. I'm not a judgmental man, so I'm not gonna judge it until I've experienced it. So you know.
Some say you're an illegal immigrant. Is this rumor true?
All right, interview's over. Cut this out.
Some people say you're a Mexican coach.
He says you're Coach
Some
Walker.
say you're a fat ass slob, but you know.
Coach Walker over there. What's your
And it's your mom.
your record be this year, Coach Walker or Coach Clark?
Well, okay, we gotta play 4 users, so that's 4 losses. Luckily, we're playing in the Big East, which has shit for schools, so we'll probably be about
Some might say that
6 and 6.
Some might say though that you are in that conference and that you might have just called your own school shit for school.
I take back that comment.
What do you think of Coach Rochford in your conference at Pittsburgh?
I don't know how long he's gonna stay here because I've heard that he's just gonna quit since McCoy's not there, and like since next year all his players are leaving, all his offensive offensive linemen, his wide receiver, his defensive tackle, and you know Cross is gone.
Coach. You
He's a
seem to bear a
sophomore.
strange resemblance to the coach at Texas that we had speak earlier. Can you elaborate on that, please?
I'm really offended that you would say that I look anything like Coach Beard, because he's a giant fat asshole, and I look nothing like him. Next question. Sir with the cripple boot. You have anything to say?
I heard a rumor that Pittsburgh was changing their name to the Pittsburgh McCoys. How would West Virginia react to this?
I mean, we played them the past 3 years with McCoy. We couldn't stop them. I mean, nobody could, honestly. So, I mean, I completely understand why they would call themselves the Pittsburgh McCoys.
There's also
Some
been
might say that a lot of teams did stop McCoy and did actually win. How do you respond to those critics?
They're probably right. Just we couldn't. 'Cause our-
What team helped Kyle Gordon hurry over?
Some might say they coach in Pittsburgh. Cannot speak English. What?
Hey, he was like,
What is
well, you got a Mexican over here, so you don't speak English. I'm not talking about American. I'm talking about English.
Well, he's just a fucking retard. So. We all know that the coach of Pittsburgh has several run-ins with the law on a daily basis.
I ain't the law.
That's a lie. He's
No,
not
Jesus
the
Christ is the law, Lord Savior.
I heard the coach, Pittsburgh's coach, was thinking about running for the Senate. How do you respond to this if he leaves?
law. I just don't think I cannot see Senator Rochford surviving very long. You know, he speaks his mind, which you can't do in Washington. You gotta just keep it all in and just go kill some
Over here, over
hookers.
here.
Some people say Coach Rogers doesn't have a mind. So.
No, he has a mind. He just doesn't have a soul.
What's your recruiting strategy for this year? Are you going to
Get black
Mr.
people.
Anderson? What's your opinion of Mr. Anderson?
Who's Anderson? See, we don't look at 5 stars. We go 2 stars and sometimes 3, but you know they have to show interest in us.
How do you feel about the first game of the season against Cal?
You know, we haven't seen much of Cal and what they can do. I've heard they kind of choke in the 4th quarter if you just run the, like, Spy 2 Robber or something. So that's just gonna be our game strategy, and we'll get.
Coach Clark, a lot of people say that the Mountaineer is the gayest mascot in the country. What about changing it to the West Virginia Natasha McDonald's boobies?
Brilliant! Somebody needs to hire that man. Did you see that, Coach? Yeah.
That would be amazing.
Someone said you have the greatest mascot ever. Could you elaborate on that?
Nobody would focus on the game. They'd just stare at the mascot and just be like,
What would be some end zone dances you could see involving the mascot?
Alright, this is an interview.
Can you say YouTube?